Okay, so the next movement, rolling ball. I was taught it in Heikadachi, this uji position, but I do like to practice it with toes out just to change the work a little bit. So again, getting glutes squeezing inward, feeling the belly button fly upward, feeling the pelvic floor engage, and then bringing hands behind the head, swallow, sink tail. Let's support the heavens here. Just setting into this hip opening position here. Holding it there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, floating ever so softly down. So finding your sechusen, your correct center line. Little finger to low dantian, thumb knuckle to third eye. You don't have to touch, but it's quite a nice reference point, because otherwise people tend to have one very dominant hand that often goes quite a lot faster than the other hand. And we want this, your palms pointing towards each other as much as possible. And they do that turn at the end here, okay? And then this move becomes a little bit more fluid. So you could keep this sink into this kind of Han Shikarachi position, this half goddess pose. And what we're doing here is we are connecting the 3 dantians. So the low dantian, mid dantian, high dantian, and this is our main battery. So in the morning, we want to draw energy from that generator up to the head, to the high dantian. And breath is important here, because when we inhale, we want the tip of the tongue behind the front teeth, because that connects the front and back body. If you have that disconnected, so if your mouth's wide open, ha, the heat can get stuck in your head. So it's just a really important way to keep your energy flowing around your body. And visualizing as you inhale, the air descending, getting that nice stretch. Now you could become quite informal here. I have slightly changed the next movement so that you can do it on the spot. Okay, before we used to just step forward into kind of shizen, that position. But a really nice way to track it is if you lift your right heel and then turn your knee to point in exactly the same direction as the other one, and then lower the heel down. Now, if it's hard to get your foot down on the floor, you can hop in a little bit tighter, okay? This is more of a motodachi I'm in. This is more of a shizen. Shizen means natural, okay? Moto means base. I like to feel rooted here. So rolling ball here, and then turning it into the next movement. So whichever leg's in front, that palm comes up and pushes forward. Inhale here, and then turn both palms. So we're working on a horizontal position here, and we're shaking the shoulders. And it's like your hip and your shoulder are connected, your knee and your elbow, your wrists and your ankles, your fingertips and your toes. That lovely sense of center line. Returning back through to center, so coming back on the ball of the foot, lifting up onto the ball of the left foot now. Coming really, really high here, and then lowering down. And again, so knees are pointing in the same direction. Still get that. Sometimes I like to just check posture by just prodding the crown of the head here to check that my chin's down and the neck is nice and long. That nice stretch from inguinal area down to the knee. Starting off by rolling ball. And then, whichever leg's in front, that palm comes up as we inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And your gaze is fixed forward here and exhale. And so we're getting this lovely turn in the waist. Good. Returning back to center. Lovely.